Okay, guys, today we'll be talking about profirm management. So here I'll be telling you about profirm and how you can leverage on profirm accounts to increase your live account capital. Okay, so right here, you can say that you have funded $100 into your broker's account. Now, this $100 that is in your broker's account might not be really good capital for you because you will stress the account. Even making 5% in a day or in a week won't be enough for your bills. So you find yourself, pressuring the account just like a bicycle dragging a train. So at the end, you weigh off the account by over trading or over risking on the account. So this is where profirm comes in. So in this profirm, $100 can buy an account of $10,000. So don't think the $10,000 is all your money. Okay, this is profirm money. They will require you to do some certain things before they get you to the live funded phase. The live funded phase where you'll be getting the capital. So the things that you'll be required to do is called evaluation. That's they will test if you're a good trader for them to hand their money over to you. Okay, so you have to go through 2 stages. The first stage is phase 1. The phase 1, if you pass the phase 1, yeah, you'll be required to make at least 10% profit in these accounts for them to know that you are a good trader. Then in phase 2, they will now require that you make 5% of this account, which is 500 profits. Then once you complete this, you will now be taken to the live phase account, where any profit you make further on the account you will now be paid with it. Okay, so now in this live account, let's assume that you profit $1,000 in that account, in the $10,000 account, and the profirm company takes 20% and pays you 80%, taking 20%, which is the standard rule for profirms. And that means your 80% will now be $800. Mind you that you earn this $800 from the $100 you use in buying the $10,000 account. Okay, so don't be too quick to rejoice, because in this account there is a rule guiding it. You will now be required to not to lose 5% of this account. Don't lose 5% of this account in a day, and don't lose 10% of the account in all your trades. If you lose 10%, that is 1,000. If you lose this 1,000, they will take away the account from you. If you lose the daily 10%, daily 5%, they will also take the account from you, which is 500. This is why you are advised to risk 1% or 2% in a day. You must not target to lose the maximum daily drawdown for you to stop trading for the day, or even get close to the 10% drawdown. Okay, you always keep that in mind while you are trading. So we go further. Here is FTMO profirm. They are one of the oldest profirm. You can see their link here so that you will get to the right profirm if you want any of them. I'll be showing some of the profirms over here. So FTMO is a good profirm. They have been in the game for long, over a decade. So over here, let's access their 10,000 like we used previously. You can go for the higher accounts, but the higher you go, the more money you will get it for. Okay, so now this is their $10,000 account. Okay, in their $10,000 account, here are the rules. It is sold for 89 euros. 89 euros. This profirm, their accounts are a bit costly, but they are very reliable. So these are their rules. They have 4 days minimum trading days. This means that you have to trade for 4 days before they will even start checking your result. If you pass the account in a day, you still have to keep trading for at least 4 days before they will now say, okay, you know how to trade and manage accounts, because some people can gamble with their accounts and pass the account with a one big loss size. So they will also require you to open trades and close it within the 4 days. So their first phase, okay, this is their minimum daily loss. Their minimum daily loss, like we said, is 5%, 500 for the $10,000 account. So this is for the phase one, and the maximum loss is 1,000. So you can lose 1,000 of these accounts and 500 daily. So over here for the phase two, the same thing, 500 daily, then maximum loss also 1,000. Now come over to the profit. Phase one is 1,000, 10%. Phase two is now 500. You can notice they reduce from 10% to 5% in the phase two, because for you to pass phase one, they already know that you can trade. Now the phase five is a little proof. You need more to go for live trading just to test your consistency. Okay, they have two different accounts, the one that can trade the news and the ones that cannot trade the news. Some of these firms avoid traders from taking the news. You know, when somebody luckily make a huge amount of money, like entering NFP, or it can wreck them into payments, but the form that they are protecting you from losing money in the account, I don't think so. So some of them prevent you from trading the news, but it's good not to trade the news actually, because it can damage your account. Even your stop loss can be taken out in high impact news. So they will always give you a radar of the news not to trade. So we now head to the next profirm in our list, which is now, okay, we now have Hantech Trader. Hantech Trader is a good profirm for me because they don't have any news rule. You can trade the news. Let's go down and check there. Okay, these people have one-step evaluation phase, one step, but let's go to two phase. This one will give you more chance. So if you make mistake, you can easily recover. So this profirm has two stages. Then the first stage is 10%, like we said, and second stage is 5%. Then maximum daily loss is now 5%. Then maximum overall loss is 10%. You can remember what I said. Their profit share is not 90%. Their profit share is 80%. So this is when you consistently withdraw, they can pay you more money. So the $10,000 account is sold for, okay, We are not yet over there. So I'll go here and select 10,000. You see the price has changed. So the price of this $10,000 account is now 89. So you can get the account for $89. Then use it for your trading. So no news rule at all. No news rule. That's why it's a good profirm. If at all you still want to check, you can go to their facts and check for their news rule. Then if you are a very good trader, you trust your strategy, you can come for the one stage evaluation. So in this one phase evaluation, you can notice, until you notice is change in their price is $10 higher from the other price. So the minimum trading days 0, the same with the two-stage challenge. The profit target is 10%, the same. Then the maximum daily loss 5%, the same. Now over here you have to be careful. 6% is the maximum drawdown, not 10% anymore, because it's a one phase. So this $600 for $10,000 account, okay, and 500 daily loss. So it's just 1% close to each other. You have to be careful while trading such accounts. Okay, so we now go, you can check the news of this account over here. I would like this video to take long, so I'll be a bit fast. Let's check the news. So down here you can see the news. They said, okay, over here you can see the news, and they say something like no restriction on trading during the news in any of our challenge or handtech traders accounts. So you are free to trade the news over here. So let's get to W funded. This is another good trading profirm. Is owned by a trader. So this is their one phase. They have a one phase. You can still understand their rules when you go through them from my explanation. So let's go to their two phase and $10,000. So you will be careful when reading them. They don't have any news rule. You can still go and check. Now 5 days minimum trading. After passing the account, even if you pass it in a day, you still have to open trades in 4 more days. Okay, 5% maximum drawdown. You can now see this one, instead of 10% is 5%. Okay, no drawdown maximum limit for daily, for this daily drawdown, none. Then maximum overall account drawdown, you can see is 5%. The other ones are 10%. Okay, now for their phase two now, you now see 5% for daily and 10% for overall. You now see. Then you also check their profit splits. Other ones are 80%, their own is 70%. And the $10,000 account is sold for $89. Okay, but one good thing about the profirm, they have no hidden rules. Okay, just take your trades, no commission, high commission charge, no high spread, unlike some of these profirms that will offer you cheap accounts and take away some other things that will make your trading easy. Okay, so just go through it and know the ones that will be suitable for you. Now we get to another profirm called Funded Nest. This is one of the popular profirm with an enticing offer of 15% performance reward. That is the money you earned from your evaluation phase. You'll be given a 15% of the money. Okay, so you can see they don't have $10,000 account, they have 6,000. Okay, which goes for 59. 15,000 goes for 119, and these are their rule. The phase one profit target is 8%. Whichever account you are getting, assuming it's $10,000, is 800. Then phase two targets, profit targets is 5%. That's 500. The same with others, but this one is 10% for other ones, other profirm. They always have some similarities. Okay, you just have to read their rules, not to break them. What's a rule that favors another profirm might be what we break over here. Okay, you just have to know the one that is favorable with your trading system and go for it. So now the maximum overall loss is 10%. Okay, maximum overall. Wow. So maximum daily loss is now 5%. Okay, 10% and 5%, which is the same with other ones. So you can now see the rest. Profit share is 80% until you get to consistent payouts. So minimum trading days, like I said before, is 5 days. Then first withdrawal is in a month. Then the rest of the withdrawal can be in 1 week or so. They have news rule. You can feel free go to their facts and check their news rules. So we get to Mervin Trading Profirm. So this is one of the cheapest profirm, as you can see over here. They offer their $10,000 account is $44, while the other ones are $89. So this 2-step, this is 3-step, this is 1-step. You see all their rules. Okay, so this one has a profit target of 8% in their phase one and 5% target profit in phase two. Overall drawdown is now 8%, not 10%, and profit target 8%, not 10%. So daily drawdown is 4%, not 5%. All this you have to be careful with it, so that you won't just be guessing and be trading. You trade with their rules, because they are the one giving you their money to trade, and they will pay you when you make profits. You can see some of their rules. Maximum trading days, none. You can pass the account in a day and move on. Overall drawdown 8%, daily drawdown, balance equity base. Okay, the minimum profit share 80%. Okay, and so on. 10 trading days, payout frequency. So now we get to funding pips. Funding pips is also a good profirm. 2-step $10,000 account. It goes for 66. Goes for $66 for their 10K account. So these are their rules. You read it. 8%, 10% for maximum loss. Okay, then 5% for daily loss, Now you can see the repetitive patterns in them. These their profit targets. Instead of 10% is now 8%. Why? It gives you a space to lose 10%. These are the comparison you should be looking at. So, and also guys, they have their news rule. They have their news rule. You can also go and check it out. Or let me just show you how to check it. If you click on facts, then it will take you to their rules now. Or you can now search, let me say their news. If you search, show you. So over here, you can see 5 minutes before and after. No entry 5 minutes before and after news release. So even if you have a running trade, you should not even hit take profit 5 minutes before or after. Let's check Mevin. I think they have 2 minutes news rule. Yeah, 2 minutes news rule. So let's see if we can see where it is hidden. So you now come over here to, can I trade the news? Now you now see them tell you you can only, traders cannot open or close trades 2 minutes either side. That's before and after news release. So these are their rules. Let's get over to the last profirm I'll be viewing. They have one phase. You can check their rules. Two phase is also there. So over here, you now see is their 10K account. It's sold for two-phase 10K account is sold for $89. The same similarity with other accounts. Then profits target for phase one is 10%. Okay, daily loss is 4%, very tight. Then maximum trailing loss. This is maximum trailing loss. I will talk about this. This maximum trailing loss is not good, not good at all. So you have the rest of the rules over here. The rest of the rules over here, you can check it out. And I believe they have the account that can trade the news and one that can trade the news. So you also check it out. Feel free to visit their facts and ask questions or even chat them up. If you come over here, you can easily chat them up and say, hello, I want to know if your profirm offer this, has any rule about news. I want to trade the news. You always chat them up and know what they say about it. Okay, feel free. So now we get back to trailing stop. Let me show you how it works. So this trailing drawdown, just like we see in that Fisify profirm. Them telling you that they are using trailing drawdown means that if your account is 10,000, okay, and you are charged 10% maximum drawdown, other profirms require you to lose the account when you get to 9,000, right? That is, you are losing 1,000 in the account. So if you make profit of 500 in that Fisify account, which is $500, your account will now be at 10,500. Trailing drawdown means that your maximum loss now increases with the account. It's no longer 9,000. It is now 9,500. So it counts from your maximum equity. You have made the profit. Now, if you lose this 500, if you lose this 500 here, your account gets back to 10,000. If you lose another 500, then we assume that you have lost the 1,000 over here, okay, which is 950, which is not good, okay. You know, they know that trading is full of psychological imbalance, which can affect you. Sometimes you can, before you recover yourself, you might have lost the account. So let's go further to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of prop firm accounts. So let's get down. So in advantages and disadvantages of prop firm accounts, advantage of using a broker's account. With broker's account, you can withdraw your profits as soon as you make them. But if you don't have capital, I don't think you have much advantage than to overtrade to earn more money. So in disadvantage of profit, you have to wait for a month for your first withdrawal and 2 weeks subsequently. They now pay you a percentage subsequently. But at least if you can make the same profit you are making your small capital in the profit, it is a very good welcome goal for you, okay. So in number 2, you have more leverage to recover your mistakes if you are trading profit, okay. You are trading $10,000 accounts and they give you a rule that circulates around 1,000. You can still make use of it more than when you deposited 10 or $100 into a broker's account. So in the number 2, your leverage is your capital. So this is the disadvantage of brokerage accounts. Your leverage is your capital and you will have no much room for error, in which you will now try to cover up through greed and over trading. So in advantage of prop firm, it reduces emotional attachment on your accounts, on your capital. You will now be risking your 1% risk will worth something rather than when you are risking 1% in $100. Okay. So in the 3, you will be more emotionally attached to your little capital. This is when you have a brokerage account and you lack money to trade. We all work in Africa. You know, $100 is a lot of money, so it can cause you get emotionally attached to the money and you end up thinking you don't know how to trade. You all know that technical analysis is so easy to learn, but the coordination of how to handle your money and risk management and when to trade and when not to trade is always the problem. Okay, so now in number 4, you learn how to be disciplined, knowing that it's not your money, it is a company's money that you are trading. So you have to learn how to adhere to their rules so that they won't take the money out from you. Okay, that's why they ask you to pay, so that you have something on the line and not to trade carelessly. So by that, you in number 4 disadvantage, you can say you can decide to trade carelessly knowing that it's your money. Some of you, when you put $100 and you blow the money up to $20, you say no, it's of no use, let me just load it. If it goes, it goes. Okay, that's not a good trading practice. Always be disciplined so that the day that you lose guard, you won't lose beyond your profits. Okay, you can lose your 1 week profit in a day that you didn't uh, that you are out of discipline. So fifthly, By the time you disadvantage of profirm, fifth, by the time you pass phase one and phase two, you might lose your discipline. Sometimes when you pass an account, you will just be happy and think so you have already withdrawn. So at that phase, you have to be more careful to risk smaller, if at all reduced to 0.5% risk, to make sure you take out something from those profit, take out something, even if to recover the money you bought it times two, it is still something, rather than going to hit the home run and losing the account. Okay, it is now your account forever. So try to retain that account and be getting paid every week or twice a month, or even once a month is still something. So every month must not be a blue month, but try to take something. So that's it, guys. Feel free to ask your questions. I'll be around to reply you, and peace out.